Today we are taking a 7-hour road trip from Udaipur to Jaipur, and with a quick stop at Chittorgarh to explore the fort and also to meet those long-tailed dungurs who live there. But before that, we're going to have our breakfast at Hotel Uday Median in Udaipur. So as you can see, there's so much variety in the breakfast. But I, as usual, love the papaya, so I'm going to load up on that. And now we are on the road, on our way to Chittorgarh. So Chittorgarh is around 115 kilometers from Udaipur, and by car it took us like an hour and a half to reach Chittorgarh. So it was not bad, and before we knew it, we were driving through the city of Chittorgarh. And yeah, as you can see, massive doors, but the cars could go through that, so no problem. After we parked the car, we are heading towards the fort, but before that I noticed these two little puppies who were sleeping on the ground. Poor puppies. It broke my heart, but not much we can do. So this is the fort, and so now we're going to be heading inside. So here's some trivia about the Chittorgarh Fort. First of all, it is the largest fort in India. It spreads across 700 acres. And it's built on a 180-meter high hill dominating the plains below. So the other thing was that the fort had 84 water bodies originally, lakes, wells and step wells. And today, the 22 of those water bodies are still there. And this fort is recognized for the Jauhar rituals which the queens performed because they chose death over dishonor. So Jauhar was a Rajput practice which was performed during the sieges when the women knew that the defeat was certain. And it involved the women and the children like jumping into fire, and it's an act of self-immolation. So it's kind of a suicide they performed. So history has it that the fort was sieged 3 times in the past. So the first siege happened in 1303 by Alauddin Khilji, and in that siege Rani Padmini, she committed Jauhar along with other Rajput women. And then the second siege happened in 1535 when Bahadur Shah of Gujarat invaded the throne, and the third one happened in 1568 when Akbar invaded the throne. So after that, we also saw this temple of Mirabai. Mirabai was a devotee of Lord Krishna, and she was one of the Rajput women, so they had a temple in her honor. Mirabai was born in 1498, and she had like huge faith and devotion for Lord Krishna, and she wrote songs and poetries for him. So we went inside the temple and we saw it from inside and out. Beautiful carvings as usual. So after exiting the temple, we saw these langurs, as you can say. This is a species of monkey, and there were too many of them. They were everywhere around the fort. It was like they now live in the fort. That's their home. And they had like super long tails, and the face was black. And people, like, they're very intelligent species actually. Apparently they are so smart, they can unzip bags, and they can take your stuff, but there was no problems. Like, they were very well behaved. They didn't attack the strangers, the visitors, but all the visitors were very friendly, and they knew how to deal with the visitors. I guess they knew what to do. And look at this one. How cute that is. He kind of pulls his hand. More monkey families, langur families, as you can say. There must be something about this place that the langurs choose to live here. They are just like everywhere. And now I think we've gotten out of the fort, and this was interesting. So our driver said, let's try this, you know, we can take some photo shoot with this white horse. So here's me trying to pose with the horse. It's all good. I did not fall, and we got some good pictures. And finally, before we left Chittorgarh, we saw these monkeys one last time. And that's our car, and look, there are monkeys on top of our car. And that's our driver, Mr. Sunil Sharma, who's going to be driving us to Jaipur. And so one last time when I can record these wonderful monkeys / langurs. And after 5 hours of long drive, it's, as you can see, it's night time now, and we have arrived in Jaipur, and we got stuck in the traffic, but we reached our hotel finally, and we were super tired. This was another nice hotel. No issues with the hotels which were booked for us. Very nice elevators, nice lobby. And now we have reached our room finally after a long day. And stay tuned for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be exploring the city of Jaipur, and we're going to be seeing all the wonderful places in Jaipur like Hawa Mahal, Jantar Mantar. So hope you enjoyed this journey from Udaipur to Jaipur.